Do you need a bigger sweet spot for your game? A more forgiving paddle? Look no further, because the ProXR actually made one. If you guys end up liking this review and you want to purchase this paddle, use our discount code BrionesPB to support our channel and save $20 off your purchase price. Today, we are looking at the sweet spot. Let's geek into it. Off the bat, you can tell by the feel and the looks that it is sturdy and durable. It is a standard shape, 13mm thick, 8.2 ounce paddle. It has a shock foam injected perimeter, giving it a proper dwell time across the T700 carbon fiber surface. It has polypropylene honeycomb core under the exterior and thermoform injection for even more consistent results. The handle is a 5.25 length with a circumference of 4 inches. The entire length is 16 inches and the face is 8 inches wide. So, being a 13mm paddle, I thought it would be a little too powerful, but with all the good stuff inside of it, it actually felt like a control paddle. It has control and power. The balance between those two, playing stock, is not easy to find. I found it very easy to get accustomed to this paddle, especially without customizing it with weights. The grit coming from the carbon fiber would stick to the ball and spin it without breaking flow. I was able to get the dip I wanted on my drives and returns. Drop shots from the baseline were aggressive and just felt good all around. If you fancy a Western style grip, your spin will be even more deadly. The more you hit with this, you'll start to notice how rigid it is. It doesn't have a plush feel like a 16mm paddle, but being a 13mm, you should already know that it's going to give you power. Lots of it. The ball pops off the paddle, but not enough to make your partner pay for it. It was just enough to keep my dinks low and consistent. Being a control player, this paddle complements my game really well. Backhand dinks felt natural, and it took little to no time of adjustment. There was no stress going back and forth with my dink placement on the opponent's side of the court. It's always fun getting used to a paddle quickly. That's why I really enjoyed this paddle. Because the swing weight is around 116, my forehand speed ups and counters felt fast. I could get the paddle flipped around from my backhand to my forehand fairly quickly and keep up the pressure with attacks and counters. The twist weight is around 5.5, which is flirting with a low number, which should mean that the sweet spot isn't very big. But because the standard shape and the way they created this paddle, I could feel the sweet spot all over the surface. The only dead areas would be in the very top or very bottom corners, like every other paddle. With customization, you can definitely open this up a bit more for power or hand speed, or just your needs in general. Depending on what type of player you are, you can even open up the sweet spot a little bit more. Just a few things. The reach was a bit challenging for me. The handle was a bit short, and I'm not really used to the standard shape, although the sweet spot was nice. I do prefer a little more reach for my particular game, so if you are coming from a hybrid or standard shaped family, you should have no problem getting used to this paddle. I think you will enjoy and dial it in very quickly. Anybody with a history, or if you're coming from an elongated paddle, you will enjoy the power and control this paddle has to offer, but you're gonna have to get used to reaching in a little bit more to cover those passing shots. I highly recommend this paddle for anyone. If you are just getting into the game, this will be a huge asset to your journey. If you are competing at a high level, you will be able to counter, flick, and drive with great pace to the podium. I can see this paddle lasting a long time, so if you're an average player who just wants to play every single day for months on end, the integrity of this paddle should hold up just fine. Overall, I really like this paddle. Even though my old Tui wouldn't work as well, I'm sure it'll work for the ladies just fine, especially the ones that dominate with their two-hand backhand. You guys, I really like this paddle. ProXR, good job on this one. The design and build was very well done. You can get this paddle in multiple colors too. Just go on their website and check it out. You can pick it up with the link below for $209. But with our discount code, you can support our channel and you can grab it for $189, which is basically $20 off. So save some money, join the fam. See you guys on the courts.